structure. What makes it very challenging?
The things you have
No grammar.
And this is from a pure grammar standpoint. This is, and as we discussed, we would not want to go into the explicit grammar lesson for this because, I'm sorry, they're going to just be crying at the end of it. If you're not, as a teacher trying to explain this,
So it's a simple sentence.
is that a simple sentence?
No.
No.
Collecting things is one.
Well, it's simple in this
Take out
regard.
Tanggalin yung ing.
Does it have a subject? Does it have a subject? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, it does. Does it have a verb?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that. Does it have a predicate? Yeah. Is fun. That's the predicate. So for a sentence to be, for it to be a grammatically correct sentence, it needs to have a subject and it needs to have a predicate. Now a predicate is a fancy way of saying it's got the verb and the rest of the sentence. Now, this is the key question. Is it a complete thought? Collecting things is fun.
Yes.
That's a complete thought. So, yes, 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 then it's a grammatically correct sentence. So is it that clear cut? Look at the subject.
Subject.
Yes.
What's interesting about the subject?
Collecting.
Things.
Things.
But not specific.
What's interesting about that though? Subjects are usually what part of speech?
No.
Noun.
Nouns or
Pronoun.
pronouns, right? Noun phrases, right? And technically, well, any subject, if you're doing grammar trees, it starts the top of that grammar tree for that section, noun phrase, and then you break it down into noun. But in this case, what would you break that into?
Collect.
It's a special type of noun. It's called a gerund. You know gerunds, okay.
Mga errand.
For language learners, this,
Gerund or gerund?
is that what you say? Gerund?
Gerund.
Yeah, my pronunciation is gerund.
Oh, in Philippines.
Gerund?
How do you speak it? How do you pronounce it?
G-U.
That's what I've heard.
Gerund.
Oh,
I mean, you're right, you're the teacher.
well,
Pag pronounce niya
G is funny, right?
Yeah,
Well-
G is funny.
Well, G is funny. C is funny. Ka, si. We went through that last time, right?
Yes.
When we did that little mini lesson on noticing. G is funny in a different way. Because G can either be the hard G, ga, ge, gid, ga, ga, or it can be jet and jit. Oh, sorry. G's really funny. So maybe, some people pronounce it gerund. Some people pronounce it gerund. I'm not sure if it's an American-Canadian thing, a British. I don't know. I don't know.
Just like, well, first when I heard,
Cicada or cicada?
Cicada.
Cicada.
Sikada.
Cicada doesn't have a. They don't have cicada.
Anyway, that being said, this is a difficult grammar structure So we really want to scaffold it. And do you remember what we kind of talked about, how we could scaffold that? Yeah, how did we decide you could simplify that? Remember, it was a
Collecting
simple
things.
subject, verb, object.
Yeah, collecting things is fun.
But how do we change it to just a simple subject, verb, object?
Collect is
SVO.
fun.
It is, yeah,
It is fun.
it is fun,
To collect.
but we said, I collect, remember at the start? I collect marbles, I collect. What do you collect? So you start with, what do you collect?
Asking the question.
What do you collect? I collect marbles, I collect stamps, I collect butterflies. Yep, go ahead.
Nothing, just
Okay.
touch it.
Yeah, so simplify it. Because you know that, yeah, this is a complete sentence. It's good.
Excuse me, Peter.
Yep.
You're correct, but you know what? In government schools,
Yep.
they usually would like you to start with not a question sentence, like a statement like I collect, I collect, I collect. Then after that, you can introduce the question thing, like what do you collect? What?
Well then, how are they making it natural, a natural exchange? There's gotta be a question for you to come up with a statement.
Because, like say for example, in a 5th grade or 6th grade, you have 4 sessions in a week.
Yeah.
So the first day will be usually introduction of the vocabulary. Then the second day will be
How do you
a
introduce the
statement.
vocabulary?
So like say for example, if you're teaching colors, so you introduce the colors. So how you may want
Single words?
No, with a or anything how you do it, whether through a song, and then on the next session that you will have is I like nani nani.
Yeah, but you need to have the question stated. You need to have the question posed. What color do you like?
It's usually on the first session where you have a question and answer.
Okay, well let me tell you guys, do you have to follow that?
That's being required by the ministry in elementary schools.
I'll now give another opinion about language learning. We forget to empower the learners to ask questions. They're always answering, right? They're giving the response, I like pink, I like green. We have to, and you know,
What color do you like?
we have to empower the learners to also ask the questions. So with my, you know, that train that I talked about, where I can be the one who starts it, where I make a statement, because I know what my target is. I want everyone to ask the question. We want learners asking questions because they are constantly giving statements. They're not learning how to ask questions. And our third session, we're gonna really look at the different types of questions. And today, at the end of class, we're going to lead into that with the survey activity. But this is how I would do it. So, as Lynn says, there's a unit, colors. I'm going to present it with a song and the calendar. What do you, like if, we still have to put the calendar up, I hope we have time. Anyway. Whatever the activity is, but then I now want them to use the language. So the song, let's use a little bit. Who likes red? Who likes red? Put up your hand. Put up your hand. I like red. Okay. Whatever the activity is. Now I want them to get used to asking the question, because what is it? What color is it? What shape is it? What size is it? There's a real easy pattern that they can learn the SVO with. With what, especially? So, Oh. What color is it?